everyone, I'm Miss Mary Beth. I'm the Youth Services Librarian at Ingalls Memorial Library in Ringe, and I'm here for Pajama Story Time. And I'm so excited because today, not only are we doing a live Pajama Story Time, so anybody can watch me as it's happening, feel free to comment, but I'm excited because today's story time is the very first one of our summer reading program. Have you signed up yet? If you haven't, you can. Just go to our website, ingleslibrary.com, or go to our Facebook page and make your own READSquared account. READSquared is a great website, and you can make your own account, and with it you can log all the books that you read and all the activities you do, and we have extra activities or any programs you attend, like this one. So when you're here for this program, I'm going to say a code word later on, and when I say the code word, log into your READSquared account, type in the code word, and you'll get a raffle ticket. So every virtual program you attend, you'll get a raffle ticket for, and the raffle tickets can be used to try to win our bikes. Thank you, Charity Lodge number 18, for the bikes, and other prizes for all the different age levels. So I'm pretty excited because this is our first official Pajama Story Time of our Imagine Your Story summer reading program. And I'm also excited because our story time today is all about dads. Father's Day is coming up, right? On Sunday. So I'm pretty excited because I think dads are pretty special. Hopefully you have a very special dad in your life, or a grandpa, or an uncle, or someone that you just really love. And maybe you can cozy up in your pajamas and watch the story time together. Are you in your pajamas? I'm in my very silly house coat today. And I have my very special friend here. This is Chocolate, my moose. I love Moose very much, and this was a present that I got, and I named him Chocolate because I also love chocolate very much. So he's here ready for our story time. But before I even start my story times, have you seen my story times before? I always sing my hello song, my hello friends. So I'll practice it. It's really, really easy. I'll show you how to do it. We put our hand on our head, and we stick our arm out, and we wave hello in sign language. And then we say friends in sign language, so we make our two fingers hug, just like that. And then we tap our wrist like we're wearing a watch, because that means it's time. And then we tap our mouths like we're talking, because that means to say. Are you ready to sing with me? I'll sing it once, and then we'll sing it together. Ready? Hands on our heads. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. How'd you do? Do you want to practice it again? Okay, ready? Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Sometimes even Miss Mary Beth messes up her favorite song. And then I always think about things when I'm going to bed. I lie in my bed and I think. But usually I think about happy things that I did that day. But another thing that we can think about, because Father's Day is coming up, is some reason why we love our fathers, or our grandpas, or our uncles, or a favorite person in our lives. Something that I really love about my dad is that he's so super helpful. He helps me with everything, and I know I can go to him for advice, and he can help me with anything from changing the oil in my car to officiating my wedding. My dad's a pretty special dad. So do you have something that makes your dad really special? Think about that. And remember to tell him on Sunday. I know he'll really appreciate that. Thanks for thinking about that and for singing with me. Now our first book is a very silly one. It's called Your Baby's First Word Will Be Dada. And it's by Jimmy Fallon. And he wrote this because he had a baby himself, and he really, really tried to get the baby's first word to be Dada. I don't think it happened. I think his baby's first word was Mama. But this book is all about dads who try to get their babies to say Dada first. It's all these animals. So I'm going to need help. I bet some of you are super good at animal sounds. So I bet you can help me make all these sounds. Your baby's first word will be Dada. Dada. Moo. Can you make a moo sound? Good job. I don't think the Dada's very happy that the first word wasn't Dada. Dada. What kind of animal is that? Is that a sheep? They say Bah. Can you do that? Dada. What kind of animal is that? Is that a duck? What do they say? Quack. Quack, quack. That's not Dada. What is that? Dada. And his baby says, bzzz, bzzz. And the next animal says, Dada. Is that a dog? What sound do dogs say? Woof. He's trying really hard. All these dads are trying really hard. Dada. That's a grumpy looking bunny. Bunnies don't really say anything, do they? They just hop. What animal is that? Dada! He's telling his kitty cat, Dada! And his cat says, meow. Can you be a cat? Meow. It's not Dada, though. What is that? Do you know what animal that is? The animal is saying, Dada. You think his baby donkey is going to say that? What did donkey say? Hee-haw. Hee-haw. Is that a pig? The pig's telling his piglet, Dada! And the piglet says, oink. Is that a frog? The frog says, Dada! Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Is that a horse? What sound do horses make? They say, neigh! Maybe you're better at saying neigh than I am. Now, everybody get in line. Let's say it together one more time. Do you think all the babies are going to say it? Do you think? Dada! They did it! Hooray! Look at all those farm animals saying Dada. The end. Thanks for reading that one with me. That one's silly, but it's fun to say animal sounds too, I think. The next one we're going to read is called My Father Knows the Names of Things. And this is written by Jane Yolen and illustrated by Stephane Jorisch. And this one is, I like this one because it's all about how dads seem to know a lot of things. When I was a kid, I thought my dad was the smartest guy in the world because he knew so much about everything. Dads do know a lot of things. So this book is all about that. Where are they? My father knows the names of things. Each bird that sings, their nicknames too. He knows the names of dogs and cheese. There's a cheese store. My dad knows 7 words that all mean blue. Does your dad know a lot of words for blue? He knows which mosses are the fuzziest, and he knows which insects are the buzziest. And when we're sailing on the sea, he tells the names of fish to me. When you go fishing with your dad, does he say that? Does he know all the names of the fish? Some dads really like to fish. My father knows the names of things, each different sort of bell that rings, and stones. There they are on the stones. What kind of animal is that? Can you make that noise? I bet you can. He knows the names of planets and stars. And even human bones. Dads know a lot of things. He knows which flowers are the tallest and which beetles are the smallest. And when we fly, he says out loud the name of every kind of cloud. My father knows the names of things, of every kind of bug that stings and bites. Dads know a lot about bugs, don't they? At least my dad does. He knows the names of cats and candies. Does your dad like candies? He knows a dozen other words for night. He knows which dinosaurs are meanest. And he knows which soaps can make you cleanest. He points out everything we see and teaches all the names to me. The end. I like that one because they're just going about their day or exploring new places, and the dad just points out all the things that he knows. And I like that. Dads are good at that kind of thing. Are you ready to sing a song with me? This song is kind of silly, but it's pretty fun, and it's all about Father's Day. And this song is to the tune of This Old Man. This old man, he played me like, So you probably know the tune. So I'll sing it once, and then we can sing it together. Are you ready? It goes, Father's Day is a very special day. Here's a great big hug and lots of kisses too. Each one says that I love you. Pretty short and easy, right? We can sing it again, and then maybe you can sing it for your dad on Father's Day. Are you ready? Father's Day is a very special day. Here's a great big hug and lots of kisses too. Each one says that I love you. The end. I'll post the lyrics so you can sing that for your dads if you want to. Now our next book I really like is very silly. This one is called Rory the Dinosaur, Me and My Dad. And it's by Liz Climo. And this one's great because it's the story of a boy who just wants to go on adventures, and he tries really hard. A boy dinosaur. He tries really hard. And his dad's a really, really nice dad because he helps Rory go on his adventures. This is Rory. Rory lives on an island with his dad. Like they live in a treehouse. He has lots of energy. So what is he doing? Is he painting? Is he playing in the sand? Is that like you? Do you have a lot of energy? I bet you do. Rory's dad is really fun. Sometimes he takes Rory fishing. Or to look for seashells. Rory's dad also loves to read. But Rory thinks his dad's books are boring. And Rory, I think he drew in them. And he says, I fixed all your books myself. It's probably not right. But Rory tried. You showed him right in your books. Now, Rory's dad needs some quiet time. He's in his hammock, and it says, "Do not disturb." What's he doing? Is he reading? Listening to music? Sometimes parents need that. Everything is quiet. Too quiet. But Rory doesn't want to disturb his dad. So he says, "Maybe I'll go on an adventure all by myself." So Rory makes his favorite sandwich, peanut butter and chocolate chip, and he packs a few of his favorite things. Have you ever had a peanut butter and chocolate chip sandwich? I would probably like that, but I've never had one. Soon he is on his way to find an adventure all by himself. And he says, "I'm running away all by myself." But who do we see in the window? Is that his dad? Let's find out what happens. Rory walks and walks until he gets to a river. But he isn't allowed to swim without his dad. So he says, "What am I going to do?" That's safe to not swim without your dad. That's a good rule. But what's he going to do? How's he going to cross the river? Rory looks around for a way to cross. Who's that? Who's that going in the river? Does Rory see him? I don't think so. Luckily, he notices some rocks that he can use as steps. And Rory says, "I can cross all by myself." Are those rocks? Are they rocks? Goodness, what's that? Is that a wild boar? Rory walks some more and stops when he reaches a jungle. Suddenly, he sees a wild pig running towards him. Oh no! I would be so scared. But who's that? Rory is scared of wild pigs, but he wants to be brave, so he lets out a big roar. But who else is Rory? And he frightens the pig away. And Rory says, "I scared it all by myself." I think he's pretty proud of himself. After so much walking, it's time for lunch. But Rory forgot his coconut water. He says, "Aw, man, Dad usually packs my drink for me." Just as Rory considers skipping lunch, after all, a peanut butter and chocolate chip sandwich just isn't the same without a drink. A coconut falls from the tree above him and breaks in half. Perfect! And he says, "I found something to drink all by myself." Who's that in the tree? I bet you know. After lunch, it begins to rain. Rory looks everywhere for shelter, but he can't find anything to keep him dry. He tries a leaf. He tries his hands. Suddenly, the rain stops right where he's standing. That's perfect. Who is that? Why isn't it raining anymore? Rory says, "I found a dry spot all by myself." The storm passes and the sun comes out. A magnificent rainbow stretches across the sky. Rory loves rainbows. His dad always helps him find one after a storm. He says, "Dad, look, I found a rainbow all by myself." But Rory remembers his dad isn't there. He's all the way back home. Oh, do you think Rory's sad? But we know where his dad is. So Rory decides to run back and get him. So he runs past his coconut, past the scary wild boar. But there's his dad. He hops over the rocks. Are the rocks his dad? And he runs and he runs. Look! He found his dad again, back at home. Rory tells his dad all about his journey. But I'll wait a while before I leave home again, Rory says. I don't want you to miss me too much. That sounds like a good plan, says Rory's dad. And together they head back to the treehouse. The end. What did you think? I like that one a lot. I like that Rory's dad wants him to be independent and wants him to go on his own adventure, but he's looking after him every step of the way. Rory's dad is a nice dad. That's a cute story. If you want to check it out, you can come to the library. For our last story of the day, I really like this one too. And this one's called My Papa is a Princess. And it's by Doug Cenko. And there's also one, My Mama is a Mechanic, that I read on Mother's Day. And it's all about how much moms and dads, how when they play, they can imagine and pretend to be something else. This is very cute, all about how silly dads can be. And this little girl says, my papa is a lot of things. She drew in. My papa is, what is that? What is he? Oh. He's a race car driver. Vroom, vroom. My papa is, what is that? Is he an astronaut? Let's see. He's an astronaut. Ooh, there's some cool cardboard space helmets. My papa is an art collector. Do you think she drew all of those? Mm-hmm. My papa is, what job is that? Do you know? Is he a firefighter? He's a firefighter! Oh no. That probably wasn't supposed to happen, but he's keeping them safe. My papa is, ooh, look at those pancakes. He's a master chef. My papa is, do you see him? What is he? Is he a tree? Let's see. He's a hide and seek champion. And my papa is he a rock star? A rock star! But what I like best about my papa is he's pretending to be a princess. He's my papa. The end. I like that because they're playing together and they're having fun and they're pretending to be all different kinds of things. And he's a very fun dad. Thanks for reading that one with me. Before we finish up, I just wanted to sing a little rhyme. I'll sing it twice so that you know. And think about what your dad does. Some dads work in an office. Some dads drive a bus. Some dads work in a restaurant making food for us. Some dads work in a fire station. Some dads work at a mall. My dad works at home. I like that best of all. So I added home my dad, but he's retired. But if you have wherever, think about where your dad works. Does he work in construction? Does he work in an office? So you can sing that rhyme and fill in where your dad works. And in our pajama story times, I finish up with our Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, because that's a good song, but right before we go to bed. But before we finish up, I have to tell you the code word. Do you have a READSquared account? Have you signed up for a summer reading program? If you have, you can fill in your code word and get a raffle ticket for watching this. But if you haven't, you should sign up and still get a raffle ticket. The code word for today is sleepy. Okay, so log in and write that word and tell me and you'll get a raffle ticket. So thanks for watching with me. Let's just sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. We'll be good to go to bed. Ready? Twinkle twinkle little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle twinkle little star, how I wonder what you are. Great job, everybody. Thanks for reading all those books about dads with me. Have a fun day, and good night, everybody.